Hello and welcome. Right, I've just set courseplay going, which is a nice thing to say. It is really, yes. Right, we're going to grab these off as well quickly, get out of the way. So let's try and babysit. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse though, because there's a lot of work for us to do. And yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. It really is nice to have courseplay back. Yes. Massive shout out to the Farm Sim guy, yes. It is amazing. Oh, I did say this yesterday and it is so very true. I've been looking on courseplay every like 2 or 3 days. Typical over the Christmas period. I've not been looking. And all of a sudden I see like auto drive has dropped for like FS25 and I thought, well, I'm not really that bothered about auto drive. It's one step too far. It is good. I have tried it. And I just sort of thought I like to assist me with like things like courseplay, but I'm not a massive fan of like just doing like that. Yeah, I've also tried. I started it yesterday on Sri Lanka. It caught me out once, which it's bound to whenever you try to change your style of. Yeah, I know. I'm coming. I am honest. I knew you'd. Yes, I knew we were on our way. Yeah. What I'm trying is, from your perspective, is not doing the generating of the courses. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, that is still true though, so still going to catch us out, because I'm double handling all the time. Yes, I'm on about, like, making this bigger, aren't I? That was the entire sort of plan on this, was let's grab this bigger... Well, we can still let courseplay do the normal course, and then we can assist... once we've done. Yeah, it's not a major problem really, so we've got to try and think which, yeah, we're right in the way. Oh, we might, yeah, it's not going to be perfect, it's not. It is true actually. So where is the best place for us to stick them really then? This is the worst place, because this is exactly where we're actually going to go. So we sort of stick that on top of that one and shift that over to the left. If we leave quite a large headland for this year, we might have to like sort of forgo having this exactly as you like it, and like have it a little bit like a bit of a compromise, and that it's sort of, it's just about managing that. It's just, you can feel, I've done everything there. Yeah, so if we stick them in the middle of these two fields, we'll leave this for this year as quite broad. It's a bit of a compromise because you can't have everything. Let's drop you down. We are honestly coming. Yeah, it is. It's not good though with courseplay. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of manual work, and it's only when you set courseplay going, no, and I'm not having a go. Well, I'm not at all. I'm so, it is. What I mean is, we haven't had the opportunity to bail. I've had to manually bail, and obviously I've been doing all that bailing because that's, you know, the AI worker won't let you. You've got to do it all yourself. I can stick this here. Really. Yeah, so basically you've had to bail, which I don't mind, but it did sort of make me aware the first time I got courseplay to bail. It leaves the little, every turn, it doesn't do the turns perfectly, it's like does it in a weird way. Right, so if we set, yeah, the bigger one now. No, we'll set this as number 4, the 4 meter one as well. Ooh. Now that was a spectacular spin. It was actually, I quite enjoy. I've a very strange personality. It's a bit like I enjoy the snow because it gives you skid practice. I have a really strange personality in that way that some things that terrify some people I actually like skid training and stuff. I just see it as skids. I don't mean I'm silly. Yeah, I'm quite a sensible character, in so much as I don't normally like do silly. Oh, I can actually go that way once, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm not. But I do sort of certain things that most people see as one thing. I'm quite happy to like do. I don't like ice conditions because ice is dangerous. It's not good at all. We should better push this really. but sort of. Use the belts to grab them like that. And it's not, this is nothing about realism. Obviously, this is the one thing that I did have against the Quick in FS22 was like that it will do, oh, okay, it won't. Okay, well that's a bit different. Yeah, well, you're not going to get that. Oh, now it looks silly. So it looks like it sort of can only do one width. So if that is the case, then there is still a way to do it. I think if it's like that exactly, that'll be like that. Ooh. Wow, that's different. Because it goes up. Right, okay, well that's... We're going to have to investigate that further, but just not right now. No, that's not fair on people. Right, so then. Yeah, we'll... yeah, I'm going to go into a time-lapse, though it is true. Yeah, I'm going to shift all of these. I'll set the big guy going on field 1 and 2, and then I'll assist on this field myself, I think. No, actually, I'll grab the big one. We'll set this one going on 1 and 2, and although that's a big thing, and then obviously I'll join with the others. I'll start on the one that he's on now and just extend this field. Right, so let's grab that. So we know the plan. It is Operation Extend the Fields. We have done it before, but we've coasted for the last couple of years, and now we're not going to coast. Right, we could set him going. Yeah, what I was saying, and I still didn't complete it. I'm a terror for that. I am, I apologise. Yes, I'm trying to stop the cameras whilst... I love the size of this beast, it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm trying to pause the cameras when I make the courses. So like what I would do is show you, I should show you for now, yeah, for this one, as in like what I'm going to do and what I'm going to miss. Yeah, so what I would do is, I would be here, you have to press delete like you always have had to, and then you go into the courseplay menu by clicking on the tractor's name. Then you would like choose your field position. Now it's chose it because I'm on it, so I don't need to do anything. So then I'd like to say generate based upon what your settings are. For those who are interested in this type of thing, that's what I'm saying. You say then generate. Oh, okay. Oh no, I have not done it for this, have I? So we want number of headlands. I'd put 12 metre, I'd say 1. Really would. I can't see the point in going any bigger than that. Yeah, and then this is what I'm going to miss. This is what you won't see. But again, I'm not. I did have this idea a long time ago, and I thought, yeah, but isn't it going to look a bit odd? Is that right? Is it 3? No, it's 4. So it's 4. Save course. 12 meters. Right. So then, this is what you would miss, and then what I would do is you'd see this. So you'd see me come up to here. Then none of that in the middle, and then you just see me like at this point, because obviously I'm not going to like cut it out completely, and then I want to like just go bang and then bang, and obviously this time I've left see the little things, and I won't be doing that normally. I'd like to get rid of those, so I could really do it the way you see courseplay, but you don't see courseplay, if you know what I mean. So it's just something I had an idea of that I thought I'd do. Now we're not going to go, yeah, we're already this one, we've done this one, haven't we? But we still need to get everything off of it. Yeah, we have really, this is extended as much as it possibly can, unless we did Operation Tree Down. That's true. Yeah, so this one is done because we actually did it on camera at the end of last session. So this one is extended as much as possible due to the fact that there are way too many trees, and I'm not doing Operation Tree Down right now. I'm also not sure. Oh, I think you can see it vaguely as a shadow on the far bit, like a shadow, and I think that's the edge of the map. this is sort of furthest bit on this map, so I think that is right. So you could sort of see, if you look, the grass goes a little bit darker in the distance. I think that's the edge of the map. So what I mean is, it's a lot of work, and I quite like the idea that you can see the forest and you can't terribly see yeah, like any further back, so I'm quite happy with it being as it is, if I'm honest. So in other words, it's as big as it is, this field, because I'm quite happy with it. We don't want to see any weirdness about the map, is my point. Right, let's grab these, stick them all on the sides. So this one is done. Who is blocked by an object? Well, whoever is now moved. Yeah. Yeah, we can stick some of them on the actual road as well. Right, I did promise, didn't I? Yes, that I'd... yeah, so, but I am only sort of putting it out there. I'd really appreciate your feedback as whether it's a step too far, because obviously I feel very strongly about showing you everything, but Coursplay's a bit... Unless you're interested in it, all I want to sort of show is almost like as if it's a normal worker, which it is really. It's just a different system. Still paying 100% wages and that type of stuff. I've always felt very strongly about that, because you can sort of use Courseplay not to pay wages. You can say 0%, but I've never liked the idea of that, because I don't like the idea of robbing people for their wages. And I know it's a game, so really you could say it's your family, and you could play a Let's Play where you did do that. I did actually have that on one Let's Play once, that I'd got my family join me. Now, they wouldn't charge you, but they would if you would pay them a wage though still, even if they were just, whatever way you look at it, you'd like pay them something, because you wouldn't want to rip off family either, would you really? Let's be honest, it'd be even worse than like ripping off strangers, and that's bad enough. Yeah, I'm not in any way condoning that, I'm just saying that yeah, it's bad enough ripping off strangers, but ripping off your own family would be even worse. So yes, Courseplay wages always 100%. Right, let's grab that one this away, and wow, it didn't take too long. Grass field, we're not worried about that. This is what likely to be this session. I don't know, I think we're going to get a bit more done than just the ripping of that field. So that's yeah, so we're leaving a headland this time, basically, is what we're saying, because it's, yeah, it's going to be a little bit, we could actually extend that after this. Right, so this, we want to grab a little 4 meter. We want to put the quick down like so, and it doesn't particularly care that you're in the middle of the like that. Now, I did already do the 4 meter courses for all of these fields, like in the background, that very first thing, but I thought I'd just ask, because if you like say, oh, we're not bothered, then yeah, please feedback. But again, I'm sort of trying to improve, not the quality, but it is an idea I had a long while back, because I can just stop and start, it will stop and start, and I'll just piece it back together afterwards. It might get a bit too, yeah, it's an idea. I'm not 100% sure right now that it's going to work, but I might like think, oh, my life, it's like stitching together 20 pieces, but like it is one of those things, really. Yeah, so with that in mind, I'm going to just stop the cameras for 1 second, and then we're going to do that, and then you're going to, for you, it'll just look like I'm here, and then I'm going to start off. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I think that'll do nice. I'd forgotten how late it was. We did this on purpose, didn't we? We did say this. We were going to do it because obviously the canola we're going to replant in the morning. I'm not sure. Do we carry on or just doing canola? I think, didn't we say about leaving some... How much canola have we actually got in storage? Because if... Oh, have I not finished Field 4? Did I not? Oh, I didn't as well. Here's me, like, carried on. I could have left him carried on for a few minutes, couldn't I? Oh, my life. I just marked the field and then went on. Yeah, these are rather an extension, to say the least. They're not the little tiny, you know, extensions, are they? Not even this. But I do need lycra fields on again, because that was being really good and switched it off. But yes, this is somewhat of an extension. We really could be doing with like buying extra planters and seeders, because this is now rather large territory. So again, our 51,833 is, we will be looking for additional planters or seeders. We've got the little one and the canola. Now obviously we are going to do some canola. That'd be rather silly not to, because we've got the... But obviously I don't want to be doing probably one of these fields. We will now begin big enough to sustain the farm on its normal canola run. It's still annoying. I'm going to try without DLSS, because I had a limited success with DLSS before, and I wonder... Yeah, I watched the farm sim guy and I thought, well, I can't see him having like weird issues with like, and I'm thinking, well, perhaps he's not got DLSS on. Like, you know, I found it before. Used to see the bird trails in the sky, and it used to drive me crazy. But I did have a bit of an issue without it on one session, so I switched it on, and the performance is really good, and obviously it upscales anyway, so it does. Seems less heavy on the computer, but I'm sure I can find a happy medium. I'd sooner be creating content that's good, and you know, like there's none of this weird breakups of graphics. There's something weird going on now. Obviously, I can't help that sort of slowdown where the game's not keeping up with where I am on the field. Now that's going to happen to everybody, because that really is down to the game itself, and there's nothing anyone can do about that. Yeah, it's worse with certain things like this where you're moving fairly fast, it just can't keep up with your movements, which is a bit of a shame. They've done half cover some ground with their 12 metre. It is amazing. Yeah, so we will be looking for bigger or more equipment. It doesn't have to be bigger, it can still be another 4 metre, because we've now got 3 tractors. It can be quite a low horsepower, then we can get the Massey and the other one going, and even if it's 2 4.5s, it's still 9 metres, and then obviously there's the 12 metre canola. We're looking for a stone picker. We could lease one, of course, I realise that, but we're not. This time we're not, because it's going to like seriously slow us down. Should actually do that anymore, I think. We'll see. We may or may not. It's one of them things, isn't it? Can't always. It might be bigger in a certain bit than like in others, but it does seem to be fairly uniformly 12 metres. Yeah, so I'm also going to be using hybrids. Yeah, I mean, you saw, obviously I didn't stop the cameras for doing those. I just used normal workers, because I'm quite happy with the normal workers. They are now quite good. So, yeah, no, the one thing that has surprised me a bit... Oh, no, I've got to leave that. That's the natural edge of 4. Yeah, that's true. I knew there was a reason why I'd done that, and I'd forgotten. Yes, yeah, so I'm quite happy actually. It's a big headland, but we can do something with it. You don't have to like... Oh. Yeah, let's just put you in a little... Yeah, I was saying about how the Black Sheep Modern one, you could plough with a little bit in the middle. Well, actually you can't. It doesn't register as a plough unless it's now with all of it together, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. As in, like, it's got to all be down as one, and it recognises it's a plough, but it doesn't recognise that a plough if you just drop that in and like go like that. And if I switch lycra fields on, it still doesn't care. If I switch them off, yeah, it's not caring that I've got lycra fields on, so it's not acting as a plough, that's a bit of a shame, because I've got to be honest, for finishing off the edge of a field, I've always found it did used to work whether it's a mistake or whether it's done on purpose, it's now not working as it did before. So switch the I have to keep switching the indicators. No, they're finished really. They just don't know they're finished. The pair of them are going to like cultivate happily until it's all finished, because it is different to them. Because although they're still subsoiling stroke ploughing, they are really cultivating, and they'll be happy to finish that field. So we shall say no, and we'll go through till tomorrow. We'll check the sales, because sometimes later on in the day you can get additional items. So we will have a look. Yeah, so we've got the one 4.5 or 4.6. I'm not sure what it is actually. I think it might be 4.6. So yeah, which is a bit of a weird sort of thing, but I'm sure it is not quite. Let's drop. I mean, ideally another 4 would be perfect, because you can actually stick one of those on the back and cultivate stroke plough as you're going along with the 4 metre. So there aren't any cheap ones at the minute, as in like a, I mean, they're not, I'm not being they're really expensive, but they, yeah, well, all seeders and planters tend to be a little bit expensive. If we, let's also check the sales, as we said, as we're passing. Right, okay, it's just that. So if we look at ploughs, is it ploughs or subsoilers? No, I think it was subsoilers. No, it's seeders I'm wanting. It's, yeah, it is. Seeders are 4 metres. There is the aggro mass, but that's a no-till, so that really would be perfect. But it's 58,500. I mean, it's for a little bit more. You can get my super duper one, really. It's got, it has to have that icon. I'm going to have to alter that. This is the type of one I was talking about, the Eventer. That's a 4, and then of course you've got that which is cheaper, which is bigger. So why would you not want to go for that one, really? And then they're all 3s, so yeah, there's 50 odd grand. So if we get anything in the sale, it can be any of these apart from the 3s. I really feel very strongly about that. So let's stick these in, go through till tomorrow, and one of these fields we will do the canola on. Well, again, we can sort of start it off with the big 12, and yeah, then grab the 4 as well and do that. So again, that's on the canola field. The big canola thing can assist, and then on the other one we're looking for a planter, really. So either 2, I've got a plant. Ooh, that's just, yeah. That's better. Lights off. I must have double pressed. I'm terror for double pressing on that, on the side panel. I am absolute terror. I press it like a, oh, that's indicators, Mr. Indicators. That's the one you're looking for. Right, okay, so it is July. It looks like autumn or winter. It's that. So that is the size of our fields now. Even field 4, I mean, was just up to there like that. So I would say we've probably doubled 4. 3 was like that, and like that. So we've added, I would say we've doubled 3. We've increased 1 and 2 by about that much. So, I mean, to be honest, these two are almost the same size now. Almost. This is still bigger, but I mean, does it show you that if you go on to, you know, like, if you go into amounts, like, I think it's this one. Was it this one? 0.7. No, you see, it still can see the green of the original field. So it doesn't actually tell you how big the actual field is now that you've extended, but that does show very well exactly how much, and that's ploughed, yeah, and cultivated stubble tillage. So that stubble tillage is as well with those. They're the ones that do it. So I've got those on quite a few, those for little 4 metres. Switch some lights on it, it's a little bit dingy. Right, so now let's check our animals. Also, because they're about quite close to giving birth, if I remember rightly. Or they have given birth. Yes, perhaps. In fact, yeah, 4 months old, so actually quite a while ago. I'm totally forgetting where I am. Hang on, or is it that we're nearly giving birth again? As in, because I'm sure we were. 34 months, productivity, buffalo straw slurry. Reproduction, 40%. So, no, but I do think... So they are going 10% per month. If they're 4 months old and they're at 40, that is 10% per month. So that is quite interesting to see. Now, yeah, they are good. Straw and slurry's building up nicely. And the food is... Yeah, so it's out of its little thing, that little trick that we sort of showed. Let's just grab some silage out of here and stick those lights back on. Oh, why are you indicating all of the time? I go through stages where I do that, and then other times I'm okay. Yeah, this has also been enhanced, this one. Yeah, because I'm working on the models actually in the mod folder, so that means... Oh, so it has still got some in, so it is hit and miss, I am right. Yeah, it is true. It is definitely hit and miss. It sort of works sometimes, and then other times it doesn't. So it does make you wonder. Let's go through till August morning, and that is 9 o'clock. And I think they will. Yeah, we'll go right the way through without any kind of blip, because we literally are well past 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes, fantastic. Property income, loan interest. Oh wow. Why only 322 property income? Did this generator not working or something? Why is my voice going high pitched? I know I've got that nasty habit of doing that. Oh my life, we just bought one, haven't we? I'm sure. Wow, I'm surprised that I actually remember that. Didn't we buy nearly a 9 metre? Oh, we're leasing. Oh, we're leasing that. My bad, I'd forgotten we were leasing. I should have remembered. And also the Schnuffelstuck. We are also leasing. Yeah, we were testing, weren't we? Yeah, so I'm sure we have. It is not that. What is it? Was it? What brand was it? It's got to be one of the... There we go. I was right, an 8.7 metre. Yeah, I thought I'd remembered we bought one. I saw it in the video where I got it in the front and then brought the thing down on the back. Right, it's going to rain in a little while. And it is going to rain at 11 o'clock. So, a sensible person would be setting one of his tractors, probably preferable with a front 3-point link, because then you can put a bit of seed in the front box, which would be a sensible thing to do, which that's at the top there. So then, well, they've all had canola, so you can't rest your fields particularly, but obviously we will be rotating as we go along. This is going to take a while now. Yeah, it's certainly not a little thing anymore, is it now, really? Yeah, I was just about to say we need to cook the field again, but... Right, oh, solid fertiliser, okay. We need seeds, which I believe we have some in the... over here. I mean, really, we're treating it as the silage bunker is sort of... That's really all we're doing it for, the food for the animals, and there's still loads of grass cut as well. So, right, we do need a bit more, I think. I don't think we've got an awful lot, have we? I'm trying to be good and not do the menus. Trying to get into good habits where we only go in here. No, we want that way of doing things. Please. Right, so, yep. Smashing. That's, yeah, I'm not trying to fill it. Just, you know, give us a bit, because we don't really need it a lot. Canola is terribly good, so let's just get cracking. Am I going to do this? We could set the worker going with the... I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of these bits of jobs now where I'm not that worried about course weight. I've got the standard of the workers is now good enough that you can just tell them to go, like with vert binder, they are wasteful. Yeah, no, they are. That is true. I'd forgotten about that side again. It's only when you start to weigh things up that you think, yeah, but and it's just true. They are. I was on Zilonka. They can run right the way down the fields and pretty much do it in one. Oh, I missed that little bit. But they choose to do it into 2 hours, which is wasting half of my fertilizer. So yeah, it is true. We will be. And then we also, even for courseplay. Now that's the point. Let's just test that. Let's do this as the canola field. Does courseplay? I'm going to do courseplay for once. This time I'm going to do it, but as a habit, as going forwards normally, unless you say no, we're alright with that. I mean, I don't mind doing it the odd one for like those who like to see how this works. But right, so if we go, I've called it field 12 because it's 1 plus 2. I used to do that in FS25 as well. Right, it's found it, so that's all good. So we just generate based upon our settings, which are over here, just for those who are interested. And we just generate the fields. And so done one headland, because this is a 12 as well. That's right, it is. So 1, 2, save course, 12 meters. And then we'll just set that going, and I'll do the fertilizing. So yeah, I do like this. Now farm sim guy said it didn't work for him when you press the del key, but it does for me. It disappears and then appears. He said that his didn't do that. He got to press the like X button. So it's a strange one, but for me it works perfectly well. Now, can this, or do you have to do what you used to do? What you used to have to do with something like this is, like, you might think I want to weed, in which case it won't switch the back implement on. Yeah, you see it does. So what you need to do, even for courseplay, is switch them on and then press go on first waypoint. And it should. Okay, so you can't do it then. Ooh, this is it's early days, so it is. So we can't use courseplay. We've got to use a standard worker who does understand this, and then we just go bang. And that understands that you're on. That's a bit of a shock, but let's say it is a beta. I mean, courseplay's beta. I'm quite sure that will. It did used to work. It's again, it's. You've got to class it really as it's not quite working as it should do at present. So yeah, it works. I mean, it does the baling and things like that. Even if it only did the baling, I'd be quite happy actually with that. So right, yeah, let's grab the 4.6. We do need to be feeding our animals. We will assist that. We will do the headland, I think. And then we're going to go through because we're only doing that one field. Right, so actually, we can fertilise with ours. Do we throw that out and just use a canola? Because it's going to like throw everything out, isn't it? We need to borrow the loader. So we're going to need you. And while we're here, we are going to... Oh, it has done it itself, otherwise you'd get the dump symbol, so it must be... Yeah, so it is hit and miss, it is doing it. Right, okay. Slurry, yeah, we've still got some, or we have, yeah, plenty of the bales left. Oh, well, you can't ever tell, can you, what amounts there is. So perhaps you have to be connected now for it to actually do its... Although we saw it dropping down and we weren't connected, so that it's just hit and miss. That is all, so we don't have been missing the canola. How much have we got in? Do we need to be topping it up with the canola that's already in there? Ooh, we are doing well. It usually does about 14 tonnes a year. I think we've seen that. 17 tonnes of canola still in. How much have we got for canola? 21 tonnes. Is that reading it from... No, it can't be. No, that's not 21, is it? It's 19. So it's not. That 21 tonnes is additional. That's what we've got still left. So yeah, that's really good. 9 tonnes plus the one outside. So we've got 10 tonnes. So yeah, it usually does about Yeah, we could sort of just push it. I could have done this with the other one as well, really. Being silly, aren't I? Yeah, in fact, there was a better way to do this. Because this only picks up fertilizer or lime, we could have just sort of grabbed that and then, which we could do right now. Yeah, because obviously the one thing about the cedar stroke weeder, it's it can't fertilise. It really can only, so really we could just do this anyway. But it is true, there isn't really much point in yeah, now this we're going to set going with horseplay. So I'm going to yeah, the only bad thing is we're doing this, and this is I think what I thought before, was if I'm going to like press, if there's nothing on the field, this would work perfectly well. But what you're going to see is, if you imagine that's now and I pause the cameras, you're going to then, when I switch the cameras on, it's going to like jump. And this is I think what I thought when I thought about doing this a long time ago. So I thought, yeah, but if you've got things on the field, that's going to look odd. So again, I'm not really sure about this, whether or not it is a good idea, because there are certain times when you can't always do it, and that's a bit of a shame. So we want to, it's got it, and this is 42 meters, and this would be interesting to see if we can get it. Oh, no headlands. Okay, that's no, it's the first time we've ever chosen this, so we just want one, don't we? And then generate. It's a bit of an odd one. We're also going to crisscross with the, let's try 2. Might be able to do that. So now it'll look a little bit better. Oh, we can't. It really is the 42 meter spread. That's as good as it gets. Okay then, so let's save that course. 12, save 42 meters. We may get a little bit of shenanigans with this, so then let's set this going on first waypoint, and we don't want to see anything, we just want to go, and then we want to go like that, and we are going to grab and do the headlands. Alright, I'm going to go into a time lapse. Yeah, so again, this is why I'm sort of saying with this thing, it's not always, oh, we do need the seeds, we do, right. Check the sales this morning. Yeah, we did, yeah, beautiful, massive AGCO. A very, very poor amount though, so yes. Right, I'm going to say my words, let's get this field done. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Yeah, now this is where the workers do start. I thought he was being intelligent, but he's not. He's just faffing around. He's not actually going even on that strip that it would be useful for him to do down there. Or if he is, he's doing ups and downs rather than acrosses. So it's sort of, yeah, it is. It's doing exactly that. Yeah, he's like doing the little strips up and down. But it's sort of clever in so much as it is still doing things. It's not wasting time. Sometimes with the standard worker, they're a little bit strange. They do some weird things. But I do think I've got to honestly say I could manage without Courseplay. No, and I don't mean that, I love Courseplay. It is my number one, and there's no denying that. But yeah, I mean, bailing alone, it would be well. Yeah, I mean, I think Giants could have done it as well. Because with the Schnuffelstuck, it deliberately, with having the baler on the back, deliberately like knew what it was and lifted it. And I thought that's a choice the Giants have made. Then, they've like said no, we're not having bailing at all with the work, which I suppose it's. I mean, it is strange, but I suppose, yeah, even if there's someone in the company and someone high up who's got very strong ideas about the way things should be done, then I can understand why that person won't allow things. But they are changing in a lot of ways. There's a lot of things that Giants would not have allowed at one point that now you can sort of do, which that's quite good. I mean, there's a lot of really quite neat features as part of the base game that really were additional mods. Yeah, like the DD Mod Passion and the Veil Twine. I think it was DD Mod Passion. Yeah, I think it's that's quite amazing, really, that Giants have sort of done things like that. The fill that you can see, the fill on your when you're like emptying it, that was an additional mod as well. When you can see the fill level on what's in your when the harvester empties for a little while, it shows you how much capacity that's got. That we've actually done that now. Why are you still carrying on? Surely you should be. Oh, let's just visit. Yeah, it's that'll do. Will right. So let's grab. Where are you? Yeah, you're now what you are wasting money now. You're just like being silly. Because there's nothing left to do at all. I'll probably round the corners of my fields, which I actually quite like. But it depends on how rounded. What I mean by that is, yeah, and I should show you what I mean by I should round the corners. I always used to do this before. On FS25, it's weird because I'm not really like this normally, but I do get a bit it's a saying, isn't it, where they say you're getting a bit anal about it, but yeah, it's not a nice saying, but yeah, it's sort of like just do a little tiny bit of painting around the corner, just because Courseplay is always going to be like that on those corners. I always used to do it before. And sometimes, yeah, sometimes didn't. Now that one's finished. It's weird, yeah, how they like do some and then others they don't. Yeah, that one's done too. It's a bit of Mr. Edging on there. Yeah, so where the round corners are, we will, yeah, like this one here as well. That one's equally round. Just like that. And then at least it looks uniform, so then this one's, yeah, we've sort of taken its bay now, haven't we? But it's not going to matter. We'll need that weeder obviously to preemptively, although we've got the sprayer. Yeah, we do want to use out the sprayer at some point, so we won't. I don't mind double because they've both got a similar function. It's still not. I'm not a massive fan of like double stacking. It's a bit of a, but it's better it's undercover than it not, if you know what I mean. So we should see that obviously some of that's going to need weeding and spraying and others not, because we've done it in two different ways. It's just going to be like a bit of an edge bit. So growth everywhere, we can see that, and we should have one for, oh, of course, we ploughed stroke cultivated, didn't we? Oh, it is the ploughing that did that. Yeah, wow. So the ploughing does, if you plouging something in like grass, it will class that as a fertilisation state. So that's quite amazing. So we just need to fertilise that one more time. Obviously, yeah, that does prove it because that's all ploughed and there's a cultivation state out of that. So that is quite amazing. Brilliant. So it's nice to know how these things work. Right, it's August and we've fed the animals. We're going to go through to September and I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, with next session we're going to power on through. So let's go through till the morning, September morning. Yeah, we're going to power through the winter. That's what I was going to say. It's all right. I can hear noise in the background. That's, I don't know what it is. It's not my wife. I could just hear voices, that's why. No, I'm not going mad on this. But I can't hear it all the time. It's strange. Right, so we should see a bit of growth, and we will, I think, see bits of that and need a bit of a spray. Let's have a look at the fields. Oh wow, it's 29,180. It might have run out of silage because it wasn't that full. So they're up to reproduction 60%. Yeah, we have gone through 2 months. So yeah, this, oh wow, it is as well, just around the edge, and then a one patch there. Wow, that's quite amazing. No weeds where we've ploughed, which I quite like that. That's quite a neat feature. So we're really going through with the rest of the fields. That's true, we don't really need to worry about that. We can do it, although I prefer to do it now because you can see it. I would imagine that's too big as well. It's not going to be a medium. I thought so. It needs spraying, so yeah. Alright, let's have a look at... Oh wow, now that is a lot in there. And the Sam has as well, 8.9 metre. Oh, it's slightly bigger than ours. I'm not worried. I really don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, that's Tedder's still there, the 17 metre beautiful one. That's very good. 10-ton tank. Beautiful. Oh, it doesn't seem to matter at the minute for horsepower, but I'm quite sure the Giants at some point will nerf that so that you've got to have your 400 horsepower to be pulling your 12 metre headers and stuff like that, or your corn headers. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, we are moving on a pace. I have I'm working on something for all of the Let's Plays, because these are beautiful, these little 50 cow jobbies, and they are small, but there is a Giants one that I'm modifying. I'm trying to get the milk, I'm basically changing it, because at the minute the one I've chosen, which I really quite fell in love with, is I'm going to make it, you can see I've made it into 90. Now that's an odd number, you might say. It is, but when you put that fence down, it increases the number because it's like got what do they call it? Yeah, basically how big you make that enclosure with the grass is how many more animals it puts in. So I wanted to make it more like for 100, so that's not good. I did it for 250 and I thought, no, it's just well too... It is quite a bit bigger than that. But obviously it's also got the outside for the animals to wander to, so that's only a sleeping inside. All the animals are not really that bothered. The cows are not really that bothered, but they will, if it's raining, they would go inside, and that's, yeah, so they're sensible. But you can see it says this is a breeding barn, therefore milking production is not possible. I'm trying to adapt this to just use the enclosure and add milk to it. It's not as easy as it sounds, but yeah, I would like to do that. Actually, that is a point. This hasn't got any visible tanks or anything, has it? So you might be able to just do it with the triggers that I've got. Yeah, because I was going to try to make the Nautilus appear in that one, actually, because it's I've seen our Giants do it, and I would do the same myself. But do we need to why don't we just have the milk triggers like this has done? Is it there's a hidden tank? I mean, it's a bit sort of cheeky, but these are the little ones, so I don't... Yeah, so if it was one of the monstrously big ones, then perhaps I should worry, but I'm not sure. Right, so then... let's just have one last look at these as we go. So yeah, the canola is, yeah, it's 9.7, so it's nearly 10 tons plus the one outside, which is 11. The, yeah, as I said, we do need to go into like trying to, there's that field is going to be quite large, a very large field of canola when you consider what it was. And then we're going to have two other choice of crops, because sunflower's not terribly good, though. I probably think it would be better to do 2 sunflowers to that 1 canola. Yeah, being as we've got the oil, the canola oil factory, I will carry on with that, but obviously we'll go into other things. We do want dairy soon, as I keep saying, but it's true, it's not going up, it's not like leaping up. We've only got 14 animals and there's only 7 milkers. It is very, very tiny, so there's only 2.8 tons and it goes up about 400 litres a month, so we're not losing any sleep over the amount that our dairy would produce. It's a bit of a slow burn, although these are good at butter. Slow but good, very good. So in some ways we're losing money if I don't stick them down soon, because it will slowly churn us and earn us a bit of cash on the butter every month, which at the minute obviously we're just feeding these. What's it called? How are they? Yeah, 29,180. So that's what we're going to leave it. Quite a productive session, I would say. Obviously we did that little bit last time, but we did, well, we can see exactly what we did on that, and that does sort of show that is definitely more than doubled. That's quite a lot bigger. That I would say is doubled. You could almost get field 4 in that with that bit that goes like that as well. So that's so huge. I mean, we can see there's still a lot. There's not a lot of room though now, because there's a lot of trees in this area. So other than decimating the forests in that area, this is a bit, I did sort of think we could probably do a little bit, but I didn't want the field to be too strange a shape. So I think we're not far off there to what this, without like major things. I think what we'd be doing next is actually bang another square. We might be able to twiddle it a little, but it will be a little. That headland's way too big, and there's probably a little bit, but it does go that way a long way. And there's a lot of trees, thick forest over there. So the only bit that we could do is that bit here. There's another field in there, so we either could well like go like that and make that field 3 quite a lot larger, like level that off. I think there's a few trees, but I don't mind chopping the odd tree. There's one proper tree there, I think that can see. And then again, we could extend that next year to be that's us done in this square, is what I'm thinking. So yes, we're very close to there. I like where we've done it. So that's a massive, massive leap that we've done on this one. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.